Hey guys, what is up? This is day 4 of building my Chrome extension in public. Today I focused on improving the UI design of the extension. So I started off with replacing the colored icons I was using earlier. These were just plain emojis that I had added in the JS file and they looked ugly. So I replaced those with SVG icons. Now there is this monochromatic modern look going on all over the extension. So that's perfect. I wanted that look, so I've got it. And doing that, I learned how to like inject SVG files into JS. So that's good. I also played around with other settings in the CSS file just to see what happens and learn how to modify the CSS file without having to depend on Claude, which is always useful. I did use Claude now to understand what each not variable, but what each thing in the CSS file does. I had a fair understanding of most of it, but just in case I needed clarity on certain things, I did ask Claude. So that was useful, and I figured out how to change certain shapes of certain elements. For example, some of the features, like all of the features, when the cursor hovered over the feature, there was this rounded rectangle happening, rounded square happening, which did not look nice. It looked kind of ugly with the rounded squares. So I replaced that with a simple circle, and now there's some sense of uniformity. The design makes sense now, so that's nice. So just playing around like that in the CSS file, I learned a lot. I think a lot more than what I would have learned if I just watched a YouTube video. Not saying the YouTube videos won't be useful, but for me, this was quicker, this was more interesting too, so that's nice. I do have to make a few more changes. I need to improve the padding and margins in some of the areas in the extension, because right now some of the elements look a bit too congested or a bit too far apart. So I need to play around with the settings and get it to the sweet spot. Apart from that, I think the biggest learning I got from working on the UI today was I need to really focus on the UI UX part, because earlier when I decided I need to make these changes manually and redesign the UI from scratch, my mindset was I'm not going to work on this too much. I just want to get the UI polished just enough so that I can start working on features 2 and 3. But now that I think about it, I feel like that I was sort of thinking from a complacent manner. I don't know if complacent is the right word, but like I wasn't thinking it through completely, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Because from my experience, like when I use certain apps, if the UX doesn't feel as nice, I just get annoyed. So I'm like, if I'm building something, I should really focus on making sure the UX is like really good. So what I'm saying is, I might spend a little bit more time on the UI UX part than required, than what I had planned earlier. So and I think that's the right call for me to make. At least right now, that's what I'm feeling. So apart from that, now this is the personal part of the vlog, I guess. Today I did have very focused work hours, like work sessions. But let's say I wanted to have a 6-hour work session. I might have had like 4 hours of work session, like focused work session, and the rest 2 hours are I did procrastinate. I started off my work day procrastinating by watching YouTube videos. But then I think, but after procrastinating a little bit, I realized, no, what, fuck this, I need to lock in, and I started working. And when I started working, I was super locked in. Like I threw my phone away. Like I didn't focus on anything else. I was just locked in and working on the UI and redesigning stuff. And I didn't even open any other tab and just distract myself. So that's good. But I feel like today I could have done a little bit more. So yeah, I'm not trying to be too hard on myself, because I used to be hard on myself by thinking I need to have this perfect day without no distractions, perfect streak of focus sessions and all that. But I realized, while that might work in the short term, it just doesn't work in the long term and you can't stick to it. So instead of focusing on having the perfect day, I'm just focused on doing a few things right in a day. That's it. And that's how I am sort of making these videos, because I'll be honest, today's video, this is like probably the 7th take I did, because I kept fucking it up. I kept messing up my words, because I'm still not used to talking to the camera. The perfectionist in me wants to stop recording this video right now and redo the whole video again, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna post it. But yeah, that's about it. My camera is about to die, so I need to cut this video. But anyways, so that's about it for day 4. I will see you guys on day 5. See ya.